Is the Trump family about to be banned from trading crypto? I'm not joking. A sitting member of Congress, Ro Khanna, just announced he's introducing a bill that could make it illegal for elected officials and even their family members to own, launch, or trade cryptocurrency. And he specifically called out Donald Trump and his family, accusing them of profiting from what he calls privileged positions. This is wild because if it goes through, it wouldn't just affect Trump. It could completely reshape how crypto and politics interact in America. Stick around because I'll show you the actual video Khanna posted explaining what's really behind this bill and break down whether it's a legitimate anti-corruption move or a straight up political weapon. Right, here's the clip that's been blowing up on TikTok. Ro Khanna posted this just hours ago. Watch closely because this is the moment he takes direct aim at Trump family over crypto.
Breaking news. Today I'm introducing legislation to ban Donald Trump, his children, and his families from trading cryptocurrency. There is a corrupt pay-to-play scandal of Trump selling off pardons. You had a foreign billionaire who was money laundering money to Hamas, Iran, and child abusers. He served 4 months in prison. He basically funds Trump's cryptocurrency, their stablecoin and world liberty, and in turn, he gets a pardon. We need to stop this. This is so much worse than the stock trading in Congress that I have called to ban. This is millions of dollars that are basically flowing in to Trump's family from foreign entities, foreign billionaires trying to get favors. No president, no family member should be able to trade cryptocurrencies or accept money from a foreign entity. Please share this and support a ban on our politicians trading cryptocurrency.
So that's it. Ro Khanna basically saying, I'm introducing a bill to stop Trump and his family from trading crypto. You can see why that video went viral. It's dramatic, it's politically charged, and it hits two of the internet's favorite topics, Trump and crypto. But behind the sound bites, there's actually a serious conversation about ethics, transparency, and financial privilege in Washington. So let's unpack exactly what's going on here, what this bill is, why it's being drafted, and whether it actually stands a chance. Khanna's idea is straightforward on the surface. He wants to prohibit any elected official, including the president, vice president, or members of Congress, and their immediate family members from owning, trading, or launching cryptocurrencies or stocks while they're in office. In other words, if you hold public power, you shouldn't be speculating on markets that your own policies could influence. Khanna's argument is that crypto is becoming too entangled with politics. We're seeing presidential candidates launching tokens, influencers with political ties promoting coins, and billion-dollar companies using lobbying to shape regulation. He's framing it as a corruption prevention move, a way to close the door on insider advantage. But he's also very clearly using the Trump family as the face of the issue. According to reports from Cointelegraph, Finance Feeds, and TradingView, Khanna linked his proposal directly to the recent controversy around World Liberty Financial, or WLFI. That's the new crypto project publicly tied to Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. He argues that this family project, combined with Trump's reported pardon of Binance founder CZ, raises what he calls blatant conflicts of interest. Khanna's basically said, if you're sitting in a position of power, president or otherwise, and you're profiting from crypto or stocks while influencing the market, that's corruption. Plain and simple. So, what actually triggered this whole thing? It all started when Trump, yes, Trump himself, reportedly issued a presidential pardon for CZ, the founder of Binance, earlier this month. That move split the crypto world in half. Some celebrated it as a bold step to bring crypto builders back in the US economy. Others, like Ro Khanna, saw it as an ethical nightmare, especially after reports surfaced suggesting Binance had supported the launch of WLFI, the Trump family crypto brand. Now, let's be clear, those ties are still under dispute. No concrete evidence has proven a direct financial link between Binance and WLFI, and the Trump team denies any wrongdoing. But that didn't stop Khanna from seizing the moment. In his words, this isn't just about Binance or Trump. It's about drawing a line between governance and personal gain. He's positioned himself as the anti-corruption crusader, the one trying to drain the swamp, 2.0 so to speak, but through the crypto lens. Here's where it gets tricky. Ethics rules already limit what politicians can trade, but a total ban, especially extending to family members, raises legal and constitutional questions. Can you really tell a politician's spouse or adult child that they can't own crypto? What if it's part of a trust? What if they're independent investors? Law experts are already debating whether a law like this could survive a Supreme Court challenge. Some say yes, Congress can regulate conflicts of interest for federal officials. Others argue it infringes on property rights and free association. Either way, the optics are clear. Khanna wants to frame Trump as using crypto for personal gain and himself as the one protecting the system from it. Let's separate fact from hype, because as always, social media is blowing this up. It's true. Khanna has gone on record saying he's drafting this bill. Multiple outlets have already confirmed it. And it's true, it would apply to all elected officials and their families, not just Trump. And it's true, he cited Binance, CZ Pardon, and WLFI Project as the motivating examples. But it's unconfirmed that the bill is written, numbered, or formally introduced. As of now, it's still in the draft stages. And it's false that this would specifically ban Trump only. It's broader than that. Trump's just the headline example. So the TikTok you saw is accurate in spirit, but exaggerated in scope. It's less ban Trump's crypto and more ban all politicians from playing the crypto game while in office. If this idea gained traction, it could set a massive precedent. Imagine the president, Congress, and their families all locked out of owning Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, in fact, anything. On one hand, that could build public trust. People might finally believe lawmakers aren't secretly trading on the inside info. On the other hand, it could stifle innovation. If leaders can't participate in emerging technology, how can they legislate it intelligently? It's like telling Steve Jobs he can't own Apple stock because he's too close to it. It's a fascinating ethical debate, and one that shows how fast crypto is colliding with mainstream politics. By the way, if you want breakdowns of stories just like this, market alerts, signals, live streams, and community that actually understands what's moving the charts, join us inside the Crypto Wolfpack. You'll get direct access to our team's live trades, heat maps, and education library. The link is in the description, or you can join via milkshakematty.com. And if you're trading actively, the exchange we use for the Wolf Trade automation system is Blowfin. With my link, you'll get enhanced bonuses up to $5,000 on sign up. That link is in the description too, or you can go and check it out at milkshakematty.com. So, what do you think? Should politicians and their families be banned from trading crypto? Is this genuine ethics reform or political stunt aimed at the Trump family? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and I'm genuinely curious where the community stands on this. Until next time, stay sharp, stay rational, and don't trade with emotion. My name is Milkshake Matty, and I'll see you on the next one. And remember, the strength of the wolf is in the pack.